Tales from the QuadeaD zone. Huh? That sounds good. Let's see.
Hey folks, I have to interrupt the show before it even starts to let you know that I made a massive mistake throughout the entire episode. I constantly and consistently referred to Chester N. Turner as Charles. I don't know why, but I blew it and I said Charles every single time. I think it's like 7 times throughout the show. Please forgive me. Here's the show.
That's trash.
Hello and welcome to That's Cool, That's Trash, the podcast where we watch a psychotronic movie online, then get together on Skype to break down the crazy. I'm your host, Matt Howell, and I'm joined today live from Canada by
Devin R. Bruce.
And Australia, Mr.
Andrew Shaw, living high on the hog in witness protection.
Nice. Nicely tailored. Welcome, guys. Thanks for being on the show.
I died from a rifle blast to the chest. And I've come back to talk about this movie.
And I ended up on the gas table. What does it say? The gas?
The gas chair.
Gas chair. Wow. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Oh, boy.
So this episode we've been trying to schedule this for, I think, 2 months. This was the next episode for about 2 months. It's finally happening. I'm very excited. We're going to be talking about Charles Novell Turner's Tales from the QuadeaD Zone, which was shot on video and released in 1987. This was his second feature. His first one was the infamous Black Devil Doll from Hell, which is pretty well known in these kind of film circles anyway. Have you guys heard of it or seen it?
No. I've heard, haven't seen.
Okay. It's pretty outrageous, and it's a lot raunchier than this one is. But so have you ever seen the Karen Black Trilogy of Terror story about the little fetish doll that comes alive? So imagine that, but there's raping and some jive talking kind of stuff. It's like that kind of but the same production values.
Oh, fantastic.
Sounds great.
Yeah. So I've always wanted to see one of his movies. I've only seen clips of the Black Devil Doll. And this was an interesting one. He's only made these 2. He was rumored to be dead. I think I even told you guys, or some guessed that he was dead. And that's not true. He's very much alive and well.
Oh, wow. Living
in the Chicago area. He's interested in maybe doing some more films. He's very interested in doing sequels to these 2 movies. He does a house remodeling, which is his trade before this. He has a passion for filmmaking. In 1984, he took a filmmaking course by correspondence and made Black Devil Doll from Hell for $8,000. He claims that half of that was equipment, so really it was just $4,000. He had some distribution that he thought was a little bit shady. He went store to store and sold video cassettes in Chicago and Alabama, where I think he has family from. And he felt the distributors were giving him a raw deal, so he distributed this one himself. He created his own company. So, Devin, will you tell us just a little bit like what the format of this film is? Don't say VHS.
Oh, darn it. You stole my joke. It is a shot-on-video anthology series. The second shot-on-video anthology series, or anthology film that I have seen for this podcast in a row.
And that was not that's not intentional.
No, okay. I was going to use the joke. If you didn't want me on the podcast, you could have just told me. You didn't have to make me watch this. It's an anthology, but it's a strange anthology because the framing device becomes the third story.
Yes.
Like it's a 3-story anthology, 2.5 really, if you really want to crunch the numbers. I would say the first story is a half a story. But it's there's a framing device of a woman telling her son stories. And that happens.
Bobby!
And that happens twice. And then the third story she becomes the story.
Nice. Andrew, I'm not familiar with the term QuadeaD. What is a QuadeaD zone?
I have no idea. I assume it's something to do with 4 deaths in a zone?
Right. I mean, wouldn't you assume I came into this expecting 4 stories?
Yeah.
And I got 2.5, I guess. It's kind of weird. And the trilogy is such a perfect format for these anthology stories with a wrapper.
Yeah.
It just feels right? You know, I mean, numerically it's balanced. And this fell off because of that, to me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love a good anthology movie. You know, Creepshow is probably one of my favorite horror, if not movies, of all time. And I love, you know, anthology horror books and stuff like that. And, yeah, usually 3 is perfect. Sometimes they go a bit further, but, yeah, 2.5 was a bit strange. It's sort of – it's only an hour long, so I'm sure you might have been able to put a little bit more in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could have handled any more in there.
I am blessedly grateful for the fact that it was only an hour long.
See, I felt like I was raised Catholic, so this is probably a Catholic thing, but I felt like I got away with something, it being only an hour long. So I downloaded and watched the featurette called Return to the QuadeaD Zone, which is an interview with Charles Turner and Shirley LaTanya Jones, his co-star and conspirator. So, that was a 30-minute documentary featurette thing. So I did my time. I did my 90 minutes. I think you guys all owe me a pound of flesh.
Well,
send in the mail.
Please. By courier, please. In an ice box.
I feel like the extra features would probably be more interesting than the movie, to be perfectly honest. I enjoyed watching the movie, but just there were many times that I thought, what are they thinking? What are they doing? So to actually even have any kind of insight into that might be really interesting.
You think so?
I would, yeah. Was it bad?
But you'd be wrong. No, it was.
No.
No, it was just it's just a single camera interview, like in a wood paneled basement for Charles Turner. And what's her name was she's just in her house, and it was just you want to come into this and kind of savage this a little bit because of what the product is, and they're very humanized when they come up from behind the camera and talk about how they love movies and they just tried their hardest, and it's just like, oh, come on, man, I gotta go make fun of you on the internet. Come on.
It does seem like one of those movies that would have it should have a fascinating backstory about how it got made.
Yeah. No.
But yeah.
Not really. It was weird though, because he was saying he only had the 2 stories because he had more. He's a writer as well. He's written and tried to contribute some short horror stories to different publications. And he said he was going for 70 to 90 minutes, so it's a feature film. And if it were any shorter, he would have had a 3rd story in there, but it was already 70 plus minutes. And I was like, what? No, it wasn't. It was 62 minutes. I don't understand how that happened. But anyway.
Well, he did go to film school through correspondence, so
yes.
What would that even be?
I don't even think
correspondence film school.
I don't even think that Trump signature on his diploma is real. I think that was a stamp.
Oh boy.
Trump University.
In the 80s as well, where it would have been all, you had to wait for the mail. It wasn't email. You didn't have to upload the video to anything. So you're talking, maybe by the time it gets to where it needs to be, then they watch it and they send it back. It's 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I would imagine that some of it was, they got videos in the mail. And the nice thing about that is you can use the video cassette to record your film on and then send that back to them. So they're providing you with some of the raw materials.
Okay. So one thing you guys have to realize about this guy is that these things are sought after, highly sought after, VHS cassettes. So they were recently released on DVD as I think a double feature. But on eBay, a VHS copy of this film has gone for $2,000.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need to find my year 12, my end of high school video and put it up online somewhere. It was not much better.
So sorry, go ahead, Devin.
No, I was gonna say it's beloved. It's beloved. It's not just a cult thing. Like, I was reading reviews of this film, and people were like, it's got a really, like, I wasn't expecting it to get so touching and heartfelt. And I was like, oh, what?
How many times did you see it?
Drugs are a powerful thing.
I mean, true. I've seen it once.
Okay. So I watched it for the second time this morning.
Yeah.
And I actually did kind of warm up to it a little bit more, to be honest with you.
Really?
I was surprised, yes.
I got to say, I didn't hate it. It wasn't. It's like you were saying before when you were talking about listening to the people talk and not wanting to make fun of them. But I have admiration for someone who takes the time to make something like this.
Yeah.
Whether it comes across as crap or not, it's still the guy put the effort into it to make it. So it's hard for me to then turn around and go, this is garbage, because this may have been everything he could do at the time.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And yet still I'm going to talk shit a little bit.
Of course.
Okay.
I understand.
So for the benefit of someone who is out there listening to this and hasn't seen it, can one of you guys just kind of describe the aesthetic value or do a word painting so someone can visualize what this is? They're driving in their car. They can't pull over and watch this on YouTube. Somebody give them a sense of the look, the feel, the smell,
the smell. This movie definitely has a smell.
There were points of it where I felt like I was watching a police when they take the serial killer back to the site of the murders. I felt like I was watching that. It was just that grainy footage of someone wandering around explaining where they'd left the bodies.
I love that, because the cops don't give a shit about cinema. They're just holding the camera up. They have to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. It is someone's very long home movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of movies that, like, me and Kyle and other guys that are on the show frequently made in junior high and high school, like where you're editing in camera. You're like making it up as you go along. Like, okay, so then you come in the door and, and there's all those like weird edits where it's like for 1/2 second when the shot starts, they're just standing there waiting for, they just said action and say, I say action and you wait 1/2 second, then you go, and there's that just dead moment and then they start walking. Like, it felt like something I did when I was in high school. It's hilarious.
And the other thing about that is everyone needs their reaction shot, even if it makes the scene last 3 or 4 minutes longer than it needs to.
Full coverage.
Like, I just keep, and I don't know if we're going chronologically through this film, but like in the first story where you get a reaction shot of every single person around the table.
Yes.
And by the 5th person, I went, how many more of, like, are we going to get all 8 people's shocked or barely keeping it together expressions?
But were there 8 people at that table? I reckon I only counted 6 every time.
I think there was 6 or 5. I don't know. Good God. So if you can't gather from what we're saying right now, this was shot on, I don't think this was even shot on a Betacam, which was the cameras that were used for like local news through like up to 2000. They're really nice video cameras. This was not, I can't vouch for the transfer I saw. I don't know about you guys. Did you watch it on YouTube as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was pretty rough. I don't think it looked much better on the day. So they cranked out, they did their own duplication in their house. So the gal, the star, Shirley, said that they would rent VHS machines from the video store and bring them home and just do real-time dubs out of their house. And they bought a shrink wrap machine and shrink wrapped them and then drove them around and sold them individual copies.
Oh, could you imagine getting the 30th copy of that movie? My God.
Well, I think they were dubbing from a master, though. They weren't duplicating down and cloning it out, so it was...
Can you prove that?
I cannot.
I haven't seen this movie. You're giving them too much credit.
I remember the what you're describing to me reminds me of when I was in high school, there was the legend of this weird rock opera that like a friend of a friend of a friend had done, and we just got copies of copies of copies of copies of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the audio equivalent of what we just watched.
Yeah.
Like, you just get like whatever. Oh yeah, this is the third Xerox of the Xerox of the Xerox.
Yeah, I remember that stuff in the mid '90s. Like you go to a friend's house and there was a dub of a dub of a dub of something. Like I remember seeing whatever became South Park. Like it was something that Matt Stone and Trey Parker, is that his names?
Yeah.
They made
Christmas...
something. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I forget what it's called, but it's the Spirit of Christmas or something like that, where Santa Claus and Jesus fight.
Yes, it was like something that they got hired to make for a video Christmas card or something as a gift. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I remember seeing that, and it was just tracking lines. I mean, it had been dubbed to oblivion.
Yeah.
That was how you saw things in the 90s.
It kind of made me miss VHS a little bit.
Me too.
It was that thing where you'd hire a movie and you knew when either a really violent or a bunch of nudity was coming up, because the tracking would go the video would go a bit fuzzy. Like, this has been rewound a ton. Yeah. Something good's coming up.
The tape was stressed. Something's going to happen. I love that. And, I agree with you up to the point of they're actually making stuff on VHS now, and I want nothing to do with it. So it's definitely a nostalgia thing.
I miss it. I don't want it again, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a prestige thing that's happening again. And just like how indie bands are putting out stuff on cassette, and I'm just like, come on, man.
No, cassette, no. Vinyl I get, cassette I don't.
Yeah.
I saw cassettes on sale at the record store the last time I was out there. They're like, record store day exclusive. I'm like, I'm not spending any money on a cassette.
Yeah, I saw that.
I still have a cassette player in my car.
Wow.
Whoa.
What's in it?
And it's a 2000 car. No, it had this tape that I would put in that would attach to my old iPod.
Yeah,
to play the music through the radio.
With the wire coming off of it.
When I got it.
I remember those.
God,
wow.
We're old. We're so old.
We are.
I miss my I had a cylinder that plugged in the top of my old iPod, and it had radio bands.
Yeah.
So you would choose which frequency you wanted, and then your radio would lock into it. Remember that? And if you went by like a semi truck, you'd lose the signal because a CD would break it up for a minute. God, we are old.
We are old.
Okay. All right. So this movie is, again, shot on video. It's, as you can tell, a little crude. It's a labor of love. No one here is a professional actor. They did manage to get some great music from, it's from the director, writer, producer, Charles Turner. Do you guys want to hear a little bit of the... I have to say,
the soundtrack is my favorite part.
Me too.
I absolutely love the music. I would buy it on vinyl if I could find it. I absolutely loved it.
One of the things he was pissed about was he made the soundtrack for Black Devil Doll from Hell, and when he got that deal with Hollywood, Hollywood Distribution, I forgot the name of it is, they put a different soundtrack on. They didn't like his score, and they put some kind of, it sounded like P-Funk covering Goblin. Like it was dark, it was metally, but it was definitely funky and kind of Afro, like psych weird. And he was pissed. Yeah. So he said he was never going to let that happen again. And so, I want to hear his soundtrack. I don't know if you can still find that for the original film, but I'm glad that he did all this music because it was.
Yeah, it was great.
It was something. Can we just kick off, a little bit here with some of the opening credits music?
Please.
I'm going to have to let this, I have the whole clip here, which we're not going to play the whole thing, so we'll just,
because it's 12 minutes long.
It's 3 minutes long, but I do want to play, the vocals, because, Charles, the director, and his brother, both trade off vocals here, and there's some pretty good lyrics. Good is a relative term.
Miss, yeah, that's me, bye. your neck if you dare. Here's his cousin standing tall. Pull his plug, and he might just fall.
Thank you, Fat Albert, for swinging by. We appreciate that.
Fat Albert, and then that again, it's 20 seconds into this movie, and that high pitched weird voice comes in. I'm like, that's the clown from Satan's Storybook.
Yeah. So the reason I came back to this one was because I subscribed to Shudder. Sorry, Andrew. And they have this doc on there called Horror Noir, which is all about black horror filmmakers. Amazing documentary. Fantastic. Really good. But, is it available elsewhere?
I have no idea. Oh. I've heard good things about it.
Oh, okay. But they did briefly mention Charles Turner when they was kind of talking about this kind of after the 70s, before like the millennium, there was kind of a nadir in black horror filmmakers kind of going on. But they did allude to him like he was doing this thing, but it was a little blip on the radar there. So I thought, oh yeah, I forgot all about that. And it was never on YouTube. And I checked immediately, and it was, and I couldn't believe it. And I played it, and I listened to that song, and I was like, that's the next movie. We're doing that movie next. Based on the song alone. So, Devin, I wasn't trying to hurt you. I didn't know what this movie was. I basically got 2 minutes into it and booked it.
Yeah. Okay. And legit, listen, does the music fit the tone of the film? Not even remotely. Is the music fun? Yes. The music is fun. When it started playing, I was dancing and humming along.
Yeah.
It's fun music.
Yeah.
So at the very least, totally understandable.
Yeah. I was pretty baked when I watched it that first time too. I was feeling it.
There you go. That might help.
Yeah. And I think the music actually fits it, like the aesthetic. I mean, it's like a Casio keyboard. This is a very nuts and bolts DIY scrappy little movie. But for me, the actual music itself at the end, the final scene, was wildly inappropriate for what's happening. Like,
is it when the
emotional
cops turn up and it's like, bah, 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 like it's really like clown music for the cops turning up?
Yes. Well, yes, so when the character's reminiscing, looking back and making a decision about her life, the music was like something you would hear on AM, like Lawrence Welk music or something. It was really bananas. Should we need to, we don't need to, can I just play it?
Yeah, do it.
We don't need to commit to this chronologically. Okay.
Nah.
So the framing device is a mom, and she's talking to an invisible person that's her son named Bobby, and he's a ghost. And he likes stories from the book that is the title of this film.
He also likes blowing his mum's hair back.
And he likes blowing on his mom, and she seems to get off on it, which we'll get into that later. But at the end, the dad comes back and fights with they're separated, they fight, she kills him, the cops come, they're going to take her away, she doesn't want to leave her son. I'm just, telling the whole ending here. And so she's like, I have to go to the bathroom, and she gets a razor blade, not a shaving blade, a box knife blade, in the bathroom, and looks back and remembers her times with her son when he was alive, and then decides to end her life so she can join him. That is the ending of the film, and here is the music that accompanies that. I feel like that's
your call
plays
is important to us.
You're shopping in Branson, and that's what's playing on
your
the
call is important to us. You are the third caller in the queue.
It's that, and then like that is completely counterintuitive to what's happening on screen.
Yes.
But there's upbeat poppy scoring to some murders, and that's what I mean. It doesn't. I never felt the music really fit what was happening in that way. I felt it was all too upbeat and not scary. But maybe that's my problem and not the movie's problem.
Well, art is subjective, but I thought the rest of the music actually fit it, like the tone and the vibe, except for that, which was wildly bizarre to me.
That was the... I mean, at that point, the movie is over. I'm just like, what's one more? What's one more of these?
But it reminds me of a movie that I think I've spoken to you about before, Matt, and I can never remember the title of it, but it's this, a sort of movie where they invite a bunch of people to a hotel and there's these three rich people and it's whoever survives the night gets the money, and it's the three rich people playing pranks on everyone, and it's all dark and sinister music until the three rich people are there, and it's almost like calliope music.
Oh.
And they jump around and prance, and it's just out of nowhere. It just turns into this like la 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 music that comes out of nowhere, but it's supposed to be a scary movie, so it just sort of fits with that as well.
Wow. And you don't know what that's called?
I will find it. I actually have it on DVD here somewhere in one of those like 50 horror movie packs.
Oh, okay. Please let me know.
And I'll find it. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It sounded like House on Haunted Hill until you got a little deeper in the description there.
Similar sort of, like it's one of those ones that fits into that, rich person invites a bunch of people over, but it goes very weird.
Okay. But it's that definite old dark house kind of trope.
From what I remember, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. I look forward to seeing what that is. So let's talk a bit about food for...
Could I just, there was one Easter egg in the very, very beginning that I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
So it's the first actual shot of the film. There's a candle embedded in a head.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, it's a mad ball.
Yeah. I forgot we skipped over something I want to talk about.
Yeah, because we didn't talk about the framing device, but like the first shot, I'm just like, what? Was that supposed to be his version of like a candle on a skull? He was just like, oh, I'll just take a mad ball, popular 1985 children's toy.
Yes.
And then screw a dollar store candle into it.
So, yes, I think that's exactly what it was. By the way, in that featurette documentary, she still had that mad ball. But
really?
Down.
What I was going to say was, despite the fact that it is a mad ball as a candelabra, a skull, whatever you want to call it, I love the fact that he made the effort of doing that classic graphic match of going from the illustrated titles and then dissolving into the actual shot of the thing it represents.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like, that's A for effort, man. That's a varsity move.
Too, the special effect of the sun sitting on a chair was great too. I really liked that.
Yes, I liked it the first time for sure.
Wait, are you talking about? Are you talking about the visual effect or the trick? Andrew?
Like pulling the cushion down to look like he sat on the chair.
I honestly thought those special effects of Bobby moving through the house in the beginning were all pretty good. They used a lot of fishing line, and they had to manipulate the lights so it wasn't shining on the strings, and there's things moving, cups floating. I thought it looked pretty good.
Yeah, the kitchen chair moving, the couch cushion depressing. When that happened, I went, oh, like I actually said that out loud by myself in my apartment. I was like, oh, that's that's interesting attention to detail, and it was showing me what was important to him. Mm-hmm. Right, like every shot.
Movie.
What?
I thought I was watching the wrong movie. I thought this is too high budget for something that Matt would make me watch.
I thought you meant the like solar flare effect that they had with the green screen for the spirits at the end.
I did like that too. I thought that was clever to work within your budget, but it looked kind of cheesy as well.
It was very charming in a very 1985 kind of way.
Yeah.
Like they went into a studio to do that.
Did they though?
Sure.
That was what he said that they did. It was chroma key.
Yeah, but if he lived in a studio apartment, it still counts as a studio, right?
I don't think that software was existing at that point, was it?
But she's washing the dishes and talking to the ghost of her dead son, who brings his lunch dishes over to the sink. That part was confusing to me. Does her ghost son eat?
I thought he was helping her clean up like the mess around the house.
Her dishes. I thought she had just made him lunch and he was bringing her his dishes. Like, bring me your dishes after your lunch and then I'll read you a story from the book that you conjure out of the ectoplasm.
Can we listen to the clip of that her doing the dishes, because it's a great example of how the audio is mixed in this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob. Bring Mommy the cup so she can finish washing the dishes. Watch it, Bobby. Be careful now. You know we done broke 3 glasses this week already. You know Mommy is rich.
Nice.
That's excellent Foley work.
You're such a klutz, Bobby.
That was crazy. And then, okay, so let's go back to the Oedipal thing. Well, sorry, I think it's Oedipal. The way Bobby physically interacts with his mom.
Yeah, she really enjoyed it way too much.
So he blows on her, and her hair flips up, and she gets very turned on. I don't know.
We all almost saw Mum's O face.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I interpreted that in a way of like, oh, this is their way of her getting psychic messages from Bobby. It was a little creepy. I didn't go full incest or anything on it. I thought it was an amateur actor trying to convey the ethereal while a box fan was blown in her face.
And let's listen to the sound effect of how Bobby does that to Mama.
Thank you, Bobby. Yes, son. I'll tell you a story.
And that leads us into the first story.
Food 4.
Food 4, ? Wow, what did you make of this first story?
I couldn't believe it.
So you guys aren't Americans, by the way. That is an average American family.
Listen, I've seen Roseanne. That seems to check out.
I'm not
You
talking
are
about
wearing
on the
your
coast.
overalls, Matt.
Yeah.
You are wearing your overalls today.
I am. No T-shirt, though. I'm not a city slicker. So we see a very rural family that is very modest and poor, and they're also religious.
And they can't count.
Yeah, and they can't count. So this is like a little kind of comedy bit. This is a very short sequence, and I would rather that the other sequence were shorter and there'd been 3 of them than have the second one be so long. Or this one could have even been longer. I don't know. But here's the family praying around the dinner table, which is the premise of this gag here.
Let's bow our heads. Thank God for this food, although we're poor. There's 8 of us at the table, and there's only food for 4.
I thought that bell was like a haunted bell. Like how important the shots of the bell were to like ring, and then everyone stops and like, oh no, is that bell possessing the dad? No, it's just the dinner bell.
Can we talk about the appearance of that bell?
Yes, please.
Andrew, what did the bell look like? The dinner bell.
It was a teddy bear sitting on top of a bell.
Yeah. It's like something you get like at a Hallmark or a gift, a stationery store.
Yeah, it's precious
you buy
moments.
your mother for Mother's Day when you're 6.
Yeah, I mean, this seemed like it was going for like some kind of like black humor, folk horror. So you expect some kind of old Puritan bell or something like that. But no, it's a China bell with a teddy bear on top. God, it was so fucking weird. Okay.
It makes me think that it was the director went, shit, we need a bell, and just ducked down to the local store.
I'm not buying a bell. I have one right here. Okay, so I have some issues with this story. In this story, yes.
Go on.
He says there are 8 of us, but we have food enough for 4. And the family is all eyeing 4 bologna sandwiches, whatever they are, sitting on the table.
I thought they were like government cheese and white bread sandwiches.
That might have been what they were. But maybe it's the Libra in me, or maybe I'm just a rationalist, but couldn't you cut those things in half?
No.
Communist.
I'm more of a socialist, but yes, you're right. I am a pinko. I was having a hard time buying that.
Yeah, just cut your sandwiches in half, guys. Come on. It's not hard.
Come on.
And none of you get shot.
Nobody gets shot. So the problem is that the big son with the overalls and no T-shirt on, he gets tired of this. So day 2 or 3 of this stuff, and there's not enough food, he says, fuck it, goes up and grabs a rifle and kills 3 of his family members. And he grunts like a bear or something every time he speaks.
And this is the scene that features the reaction shot of every single person around the table. When he comes in with the gun, everyone at that table has an important reaction shot.
Yes, while that was happening, one of them had a birthday while we were seeing all the reactions.
There was one woman who could not, like, she was barely keeping a straight face, and I'm like, why are you breaking? It's literally just a close-up. Like, nothing funny should be happening. Are you filming it at the same time that this dude is standing with no shirt in his overalls? So weird.
Can I tell you my biggest issue with this sequence? So the premise here is that there's not enough food to go around. Brother's sick of it, so he kills some family, so there is enough food to go around. Then we cut to the next day. Like, these are literally like July 17th, July 18th, right? So the next day, you saw your brother, your cousin, your uncle, whoever the fuck he is, kill 3 of your family members. Okay? The next day, you sit down to the dinner table. Is this how this goes?
I want to know which one of y'all gonna wash dishes tonight. She is. I'm not washing them. It's your turn. It's your turn. Don't start with me, man. You did it. Your turn. I won't fuss over it. What you did? I might as well.
Let's bow our heads. Thank God for this food we're about to eat. We appreciate it, really do.
Here we go again.
Although
I hope I get lucky tonight.
There's 5 of us at the table. There's only food for...
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. I just want to take the beginning. I'm going to hand the ball off. They're saying, if you can't understand the muddled audio, a couple of the women are saying, who's going to wash the dishes tonight? Oh, I'm not going. Yes, you are. No, you're going to wash them. After a slaughter happened 24 hours ago in the house of beloved family members. The fuck? Okay.
Well, they got to eat, though. They got to eat. That's why they're happy, because they're full bellies, man.
And let's not overlook the fact that they're wearing the same clothes they've been wearing for 3 days in a row.
They're poor.
But that's the thing. They're so poor that they washed the blood out of the clothes of day 2 and put them on in the morning again.
I didn't say they're not proud. I said they're poor.
Fair enough. I feel like at that point you just get a new outfit. If the only outfit you own is covered in the blood of your family members, you get a new outfit. Or your Conan.
Favorite shirt. Whatever, man. Okay. And go ahead.
I hope I get lucky. What? I hope I get lucky for a sandwich.
And that's Shirley, right? That's the voice of the narrator, the mom.
Yeah.
Is she supposed to be reading the story, or was that just like, we need more audio of people's thoughts in here, so you go ahead and do it. Doesn't matter because nothing fucking matters.
I mean, I'm likely to go with option 2, but okay. I mean,
that's kind of how I read it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people thinking.
I also thought that grandma had a secret. Like, every time she was shot, she had this look on her eye, that was like, I know something that the rest of these guys don't know. And then, so when at the end of the movie, which is right now, like, it's literally the 3rd time, and then it's like, it's the end of the Breakfast Club or whatever. Not the Breakfast Club. Or Animal House, where it's like, this person goes off and does this, this person goes off and does this. But it's like shot in the face, shot in the chest, and then living high off the hawk, and witness protection.
She knew. Are you talking about Bob Ross's sister? The big perm hair and the drawn-on eyebrows? God.
Yeah.
Yes,
oh, boy.
high on the hog. But it's the dream. It is the dream.
Yeah. So the parents, the parents of this family somehow survive this murder spree and live high off the hog in witness protection, and the son is put to death in the gas chair.
The gas
chair.
Now,
I haven't had capital punishment up here for quite a while. Is that a thing that they do down there, Matt?
Gas chair?
The gas chair?
No, we don't have that. We have chambers now.
Okay.
The gas chair sounds like something that your uncle would sit in after he's had too many beers.
Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, after dinner.
Yeah.
Still smells. Smell it. No, smell the cushion.
Every time you sit down, it goes and shoots out the sides.
Oh, is a gas chair like a fancy air mattress? Is that what it is?
I think so. With poison gas.
But still, if I was the son, whoever the man in the overalls was, I would have shot that old man for ringing that fucking bell every damn time. He would have been first to go. Thank you very much.
Tradition.
He's the fascist controlling the means, the distribution of food. Shoot him, and everyone gets sandwiches.
And I'm the commie.
I'm Canadian. Like, listen, you got nothing on me, man.
Oh boy. So that is food for question mark. And we have to move on to Brothers, which was my least favorite part of the film, and it's also 40 minutes of the 60-minute runtime, apparently.
Oh.
Was it? It feels like it was really long.
It may as well have been.
It's a solid 20-25 minutes.
God, it felt so long. It felt
and
so much longer.
15 minutes of that is laughing.
Yeah.
And booby mugs.
Yes.
Oh, that mug.
That titty mug was amazing. And I love that he, I got to get this in here, man. I got to write this down. How about they have champagne to celebrate stealing the dead body?
Successful corpse snapping.
I still reckon that the actor turned up on the time. He's like, listen, for this role, I think my character really should have a titty mug.
Yes.
This is it's part of I'm going inside my character here, and he would have this mug.
Yeah, if you have your own mug, I totally agree with that.
It's a full method.
We don't have the budget to buy you one though. BYOTM titty mug.
I like Andrew's read on it. I thought it was the director who was like, I have to write this into the script, and gave it to the actor, and he was like, really? He's like, it's my favorite mug, and now it's your favorite mug.
No, I think that's how it works. So the one thing that did surprise me here was, the wraparound story was filmed in the lead actress's house. That is her actual house. And I don't know where the fuck they filmed Food for, but Brothers, they actually went to a real mortuary. I watched the credits. They thanked a funeral home, so they actually went on location. I was surprised. Because this seemed like something where they would have put up butcher paper and wrote funeral home and marker on it and said, good enough.
I would say this is
paint on a fence.
Yeah.
With the R backwards?
Yeah, totally. It's charming that way.
Now, I have to say, I was very confused for most, I would say, the first half of this segment, because I will do a brief recreation of the audio that happened while I was watching it. There once were two brothers. Boop, 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 boop. Like, I couldn't hear anything. I knew there were two brothers. Mm-hmm. Someone had died, and then someone went to a morgue. And I was like, is one of the brothers dead? Is one of the brothers stealing a body for the other brother? Like, I did not know what was happening.
I couldn't understand a word of the lead-in narrative at all. So,
I'm going to say it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And all is explained away. So this one to me felt like the most, I think he's a fan of like EC comics and like creepy and eerie comics. And I felt like this is an homage to that. And some of the framing felt like he was even kind of, almost felt like panels. Like, so the premise is that a brother steals his brother's corpse. His brother had wronged him throughout his life, and he wanted to get revenge. He planned on murdering his brother with poison, but his brother died of a heart attack, so he wanted his ultimate revenge. So he stole him from the mortuary, or from the funeral home, and was going to bury him in a shit box instead of the nice crypt or whatever he had prepared.
In a clown suit.
In a clown suit, sorry. So he was naked in the funeral home, apparently in the mortician's room. So he puts him in a clown costume, even with the nose and the makeup to, humiliate him in death. And the brother's spirit reanimates in the corpse, and but he's walking down the stairs with the clown shoes. I could see that being like in a panel drawn by, Cayman or something. I don't know. Yeah. Or Graham. I don't know.
It would make a really cool, a really cool 6-page black and white, eerie, creepy story. Like, it really would. Like a brother who's so angry at his older brother, so out for revenge that he's gonna desecrate his corpse and give it an improper burial. I can just imagine like close-ups of the sweat on the guy's brow as he's like maniacally going through his monologue.
Yeah.
Like I could really see that as you were saying, but like that's not what happens at all.
No.
That's not what happens at all.
Well, it needs a crypt keeper too. Now he's clown in the dumps.
Yes.
Clown in the dumps.
We need some kind of a pun like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I liked where this is coming from, and this is like that Tales from the Crypt sweet spot for me. But it was okay. First of all, he chose to create an effect on dead people's voices that made it virtually impossible to understand a word he is saying. Can we hear what the brother says to the other brother?
Yes.
We can try.
Yeah, we can try. Good call. Good call.
You're welcome, listeners.
Turn down your audio.
It
literally sounds to me like the EVP that people put up with ghosts. Like, listen to this ghost when you can hear the background noise, and people go, I can't hear shit.
Could we play even a snippet of his maniacal laughter monologue just so people know how weird it is?
Sure. Do you want a tiny bit of his rant or just some laughing? I have both.
I mean, he laughs while he rants, so either way you want to go.
Here's a bit.
I have been working on a perfect crime. Your murder, you rotten son of a bitch. It would have done one thing for me. It would have satisfied the hatred I have of you. Or I would have explained in detail to you before the poison had done its work and how I was going to get away with it. You have seen the look on your face right before you had died, knowing that I had murdered you and I was going to get away with it. Oh, but that's all in the past now. I have something else planned for you, dear brother. You know this shrine you have built for yourself, dear brother? You'll never be buried in it.
And
yet no Oscar nomination.
And then there's this.
And you won't go anywhere, will you? Why go down and finish digging your hole in the ground?
And so it went on for 12 minutes.
Oh, boy.
Or it felt like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Maniacal laugh.
Yeah, and so he goes downstairs to dig a shallow grave in the basement.
Yeah.
And then the brother comes down, attacks him, lifts him up one-handed so you know he's inhumanly strong.
Yes.
gets hit in the head with a hammer.
And I like how it doesn't even make any kind of damage. He just holds the hammer there and just removes it. And there's like not a dent. There's no blood. They don't even bother. Didn't even bother. Because you could have gotten some sculptor's clay or whatever and put it under the clown hat and pushed it in so there was like, I mean, you could have done stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. He'd already spent all that money on, oh yeah, you're right. He probably could have got some putty.
Well, okay, so my question, the biggest upset for me in this was, did he ruin that basement floor for this movie? Because, I mean, it is a shallow grave. And there was cement.
That is pretty bad.
Wow.
I think that would be the majority of the budget, was just getting that fixed.
Just getting a jackhammer to get it done.
Yeah.
I mean, the YouTube quality for me was just like, I thought it was an unfinished basement, so maybe he just found someone with an unfinished basement and just dug a bunch.
Yeah, he could have. Or it could have been an abandoned house. I don't know. And it's all lit by a spotlight, right? Remember in the 80s, all those terrible like spotlights on top of the camcorders that was just a floodlight, so it all looked like Andrew was saying, like the crime scene kind of videography.
That could have literally been crime scene with a shallow grave dug in the basement.
Definitely.
This is where John Wayne Gacy hid the boys.
So I know that he wants to do sequels to these, and he has for 30 plus years. I would actually prefer, given the aesthetic of the second story, I would prefer that he do something in the found footage format. I think that gritty kind of raw, unpolished thing would actually work for him.
Oh, yeah.
Is that crazy?
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
I mean,
perfect is a strong term.
Suitable? Acceptable?
Yeah. The technology has improved so much that he could, I don't know, I would be really interested to see what he could do with a drone.
Oh, wow.
A drone camera? Can you imagine?
Don't you let him hear that.
I'm going to send him an email. You know, drones are cheap, man, right? Like, you can do this.
Well, he knows that he has a cult following now. So, yeah. So, you guys, this film was included in a 2016 symposium at Yale about horror films.
Why?
Because of stuff? I don't know. I'm just telling you that. And the Black Devil Doll from Hell is in like the Library of Congress. It was submitted. Yeah. So these are real things.
Like the National Film Registry Library of Congress?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, I'm going to look that up. That can't be true.
Are you calling me a liar?
Well, I mean, not directly.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Black Devil Doll from Hell is currently archived by the Yale University Library.
Okay.
And the other film was in the symposium. I apologize.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of weird stuff on the Library of Congress, National Film Registry. I'm making my way through it, which is why I went, no, that can't be true. Like, I don't want to watch Black Devil Doll from Hell.
Give me some examples of some stuff you would not expect to see in the registry.
Well, I mean, because the National Film Registry is, it's not just narrative film. It's like any film that's of cultural importance to America.
Right.
So,
significant.
I'm just looking here. Gertie the Dinosaur.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Gertie the Dinosaur's in there. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, totally. Steamboat Willie.
I think Steamboat Willie is there. The Zapruder film, isn't it?
Fuck yeah, it is.
Ooh.
We peaked there. That was our best season.
That's your best season.
We've just been circling the drain ever since then.
The Thing from Another World is in it.
Of course.
Okay.
So there's a lot of interesting stuff.
The Howard Hawks movie?
The Howard Hawks movie, The Thing from Another World. There's the Dream of a Rarebit Fiend, which is a short silent fantasy from like the early 20th century.
I thought that the guy that made Little Nemo did Dreams of a Rarebit Fiend.
Yeah, it's an adaptation of the comic book.
Okay.
It is a silent film adaptation of that comic.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of weird stuff. The Hindenburg disaster newsreel.
That kind of needs to be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this stuff all makes sense to me. I would expect all this.
I guess. But when I first started, because the first year is all like cinema. The first year is like Nanook of the North, Gone with the Wind,
Great Train Robbery,
The Seven Dwarves, Sunset Boulevard. Like, it's all cinema. And then as I move through, I'm like, oh, this newsreel. Oh, this film serial. This 23-episode film serial. I don't think I'm going to be able to watch all of that.
Oh,
yeah, I can't remember what it's called. I'm looking for it, but I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, there's just all this really interesting stuff. And I'm like, this is what Congress should be doing.
Yeah, they should be doing something. They're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Again, did not want to say it. It's not my place.
I'm the last guy that's going to get chafed about my country right now, trust me.
And listen, my province just elected a dude who has, like, white nationalist ties, and, well, he doesn't, but a lot of the people in his party do.
Yeah, it's sadly becoming a global issue.
Yeah.
Late-stage capitalism.
Our Prime Minister is part of a religious group that think all gay people should burn in hell. So,
yeah,
we're all winning.
Yeah. Speaking of, Devin, of your home, I watched a movie made in your home last night.
Oh, yeah?
It was part of the last drive-in with Joe Bob Briggs. They showed Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2.
Prom Night 2!
I didn't realize that was filmed there.
Yeah, it's filmed in Canada. I haven't seen it, but I desperately want to.
Do you have Shudder there?
I don't think so. I could look it up.
Okay, you should check it out.
It
and if it's available, get it. It's a steal for like $4 a month.
It sounds like Shudder's not available in Commonwealth countries.
What did he say?
What did you say, Andrew?
Sorry.
He stepped away.
I said it sounds like Shudder's not available in Commonwealth countries.
Oh.
Well, it's weird what is available because the Criterion Channel is available.
Oh.
In Canada. But Filmstruck wasn't.
Well, I'm glad Filmstruck is dead.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Fuck them.
Was it bad?
I don't know. I think they were the ones that took... Criterion used to be on Hulu. So, like, if you had a Hulu account, you had, like, the history of cinema and Family Guy, like, all in one fucking... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Venture Brothers and Criterion, like that's all I needed. But now, then Filmstruck took them away, and Hulu sucks. And yeah, but we do have this thing called Canopy. Do you guys have Canopy? It's through our libraries. Canopy.
Yes, I do have access to that.
So Andrew, it's just like an add-on service that libraries use, where you can check out 6 to 10, whatever your library allows, films, and then just stream them through a service.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Sorry, don't mean to rub it in.
Yeah. That's fine.
Anyway, so I could talk about great films with you guys all day, but that's not why we're here.
A nice break. Do we have to go back?
It's easy to drift away. I know.
Also, Shudder is in fact available in Canada, so I will sign up.
Yes, and check out The Last Drive-In. They just ended the first season, and I just got picked up for a second one. I don't know if you like Joe Bob Briggs, but it's been really fun watching that.
Cool.
All the hosted segments, great research. Yeah, the selection of stuff on there is cool, and there's also podcasts they do, horror podcasts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Like narrative podcasts.
Okay.
Okay, we do need to return to this. Sorry.
So are we done with Brothers? Because my favorite scene in the movie is next.
We can be done with Brothers. I forgot, how does it end? He
kills him.
He kills the brother and throws him in the shallow grave that he had just dug, and does he bury him? No, we don't see that? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Just walks away.
Devin, lead us out of this quagmire.
So we cut back. We cut back to the house where Mom is reading Bobby the QuadeaD Zone. And now it's my favorite scene in the movie. The scene that they inserted to make sure that the fact that she was wearing glasses in the last third of the movie makes sense. Because she goes, okay, Bobby, I'll read you one more story, but first let me put on my glasses.
Yeah. And I was hoping that the second pair were not going to be as hideous and 80s as the first pair were, but they were even worse.
They were pretty terrible 80s big plastic frame glasses.
Speaking of plastic, Judas Priest, man. Did you see that the couch and the lampshades all had plastic on them?
Oh, yeah.
It's weird. This was filmed like in 86, right? Or at least in 87, but it looked like it was from the 70s. Like all the interior, like, you know, the carpet and all that stuff. No? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I get it. There was the giant painting in the brothers' home above the pink couch that was covered in plastic, and I went, oh, boy. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm in the 70s for sure.
It just felt very, definitely.
Yeah. But, so she puts on her glasses, she's about to read the third story, and then a car comes up, and Daryl comes home. Fucking Daryl.
Can I play a clip?
Daryl.
Please do it.
I don't know if it's the one you want.
What's this?
It's a book.
Where did you get it from?
Daryl, don't need this shit from you today.
What you mean you don't need this shit?
I don't need this shit.
Well, damn well you've been sitting there all damn day reading this book to our dead son, and he's been dead 3 years, and I'm tired of this shit.
Fucking what?
Oh,
was that it?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, that's some great Daryl. That's an example of how awful Daryl is. Because here's the problem with Daryl. He's the coolest dressed motherfucker in the movie.
True.
But his wife is still grieving their dead son over 3 years, and his attitude is, I'm sick of this.
Yeah.
Not like, oh honey, I support, like, what do you need? And I feel like there was a part of it where I almost felt like, well, Daryl's not entirely wrong. Like, she shouldn't be mourning, and the fact that there is an actual ghost son, like, she needs some help. But his response is domestic violence.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Because that's what happens right now.
Yes. So there's an altercation. People are stabbed. People die, namely Daryl.
But not before he calls the police.
Not before he calls 911 and dies.
And doesn't tell them his address.
But he left the phone off the line long enough that they could trace the call, right?
Sure.
That's how that works.
Sure,
Ambulance
That's how it works on television, goddammit.
Well, actually, yes. In 2019, 2018, yes, if you call from a home line, that your address automatically comes up. I don't know if that would happen in 1987, but
how would you know anything about this?
I don't know. I don't work there anymore.
And so then the cops show up in an unmarked sports car, two plainclothes detectives in an unmarked sports car with a siren and no lights.
One of them who was definitely Dwight Schrute's uncle.
I know, they pulled up, and the first thing I thought was, Crackers is filmed on location.
Let's get the whitest redneck-looking sumbitches to make this movie.
And they sounded like rednecks, and I was like, where's this set? Because I thought it was Chicago.
So this, I believe, well, some of it was filmed in something called Carterville, and I looked it up, and it's way the fuck out. So when they say Chicago, I think they just meant, like, you know,
the general area.
Yeah, it was very rural looking, and those dudes looked rural.
Mm-hmm.
To me.
Absolutely.
I've been to Chicago. I saw nobody that looked like that in Chicago.
If you go to Chicago and don't see any hicks, chances are you're the hick.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's all making sense now. It's like the Sixth Sense. All those exchanges, interactions with people.
What a twist.
And I'm the fool.
It was people all along.
So do you want to bring this on home here? I have some more clips. I don't know if I need to play them or not. Here's they find Daryl's body when they're searching the house, and then they are reading her rights. I don't know why I made a clip of this. Here it is.
All right, read her rights. I'll call it in. All right. Now, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
I
can
didn't mean for it to happen. I didn't mean for it to go that way.
President, would you do questioning? If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed.
What's going to happen to me?
Questioning if you wish one. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Bobby.
Having these in mind, do you wish to speak with us now?
Bobby. Bobby, I want my son, Bobby.
Is there someone else in the house, ma'am?
Bobby, I can't leave Bobby here I can't leave him here by himself.
She keeps saying something about somebody named Bobby.
Thanks. Appreciate that leg up there, bro.
Yeah. I just like that you have the right to remain silent, and she just starts going off. It's like, come on, listen.
It's nuanced, like natural dialogue. Where people talk about. It's like Woody Allen films, when people are just talking over each other. It's very natural. I liked it.
It was very Altman. Very Altman.
Altman. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so that's when earlier we played the wildly inappropriate AM Mormon elevator music. That's when she's thinking about her son and playing with a razor blade. She says, fuck it, slits her own throat, which is not how anybody kills himself. And she becomes a solarized special effect ghost with Bobby, and they both sit together and start reading Tales from the QuadeaD Zone. And I did like this, you guys, that Charles Novell Turner whipped it around and made this meta at the end, because she opens the QuadeaD Zone book, and the story she tells him is this.
The name of this story is The Unsaved Vision. Once upon a time, there were a family of 3. And at the age of 3, the son died in a tragic car accident. And the son, Bobby, and Mommy loved each other very, very much. And the son would come back, and he would love for Mommy to read him stories. And Mommy would read him stories out of a book that he would make appear. And the daddy, Daryl, didn't believe that Bobby was coming back. He come home one evening, and Mommy and Daryl got into it.
Did someone's cat sit on the keyboard towards the end there?
And we were legally required to start the movie over again at that point, because it's a Mobius strip, and once you started watching it, it's a tacit agreement that you're in it.
We're still watching this movie.
Yep.
And then it ends with a threat.
The threat. But there's supposed to be more, wasn't there?
Yeah, it says the QuadeaD Zone will return, and I was like, oh, that's the scariest part of this movie.
Yeah. Please don't.
Yeah, so Charles Turner intended to make some money to make another feature, went back to remodeling, and got married, has some stepchildren to take care of, and just never made it back to the films. So that's where he is now. But now that he's realized that all of these people have been watching these movies over the last 20 years and talking about them and spending $2,000 to buy a cassette tape, I bet he's kind of rising in Mordor. I will make another film.
Always the problem.
Okay, guys. Yeah.
As much as I enjoyed crapping all over this movie, if he can make another movie, he should do it.
I would watch the shit out of it. I would totally. I'd watch anything he makes.
Yeah. Like I said at the start, it's admirable that he made this film, and the special effects and the dialogue's a bit off and some of the sound's a bit shitty, but he made a film, and good on him.
Yeah. That's a great seg into Final Judgment. Devin, tell me, in your opinion, is this cool or is this trash? And then support your position.
Support the position. Well, I will say it is. It's one of those movies that I enjoy more in the recollection than in the actual watching, which is part of the reason I like talking with you about terrible movies. It's that it's always like, oh, this is going to be a struggle, but by the end of it, I'm going to get my delicious dessert of talking to friends about this terrible movie. I will say I think this is the worst movie that I've watched for this podcast, so by that alone, I think it's trash.
Okay. I mean, accept that.
Hard Rock Zombies. I had more fun watching Hard Rock Zombies. I had more fun watching the Veronica Lake movie where they had the Nazi bees.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one.
And then Satan's... Yeah, Flesh Feast. That was it. And then...
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Like, so just in sheer, like, the actual viewing process was difficult for me. So I didn't think it was cool. But it's a trash plus. It's a trash with asterisk, because if I watched it again, I would think it was cool.
Okay.
Because we've had this talk.
Okay. I don't acknowledge asterisks, but
okay, fair enough.
I appreciate you trying to throw it in there. And I asked the jury to strike that from the record and ignore it. You never heard that.
Fair enough.
Andrew.
I agree with Devin in that it is probably, I've been on the show, this is the third time I've been on, and it's the worst film I've had to watch for the show as well. Because I had Houseboat Horror, which is an Australian classic.
Yep.
And I will fight to the death anyone who says it's not. And I had The God Inside My Ear, which I absolutely loved, which was Joe Baden's movie, which was fantastic.
That was a fun episode.
But I will say that this is cool. I'm going to go and say it's worth a watch. It's an hour long, so, you know, it's not going to take too much time out of your day. I'd like, imagine what he could do with a bigger budget. The effects that he made on, $8,000, which was $4,000 of equipment. You know, the chair, putting the arse print in the chair and some of the other stuff, and, you know, making the cutlery fly through the air. I'm going to say it's cool. I liked it.
Right on. Devin, I'm curious if you would like, I know you're not going to watch it, but Black Devil Doll from Hell, because imagine this aesthetic, but way raunchier with filthy puppet.
I mean, I know I said I didn't want to watch it, but I just couldn't believe it would be on that Congress list. I would watch it for sure because, like, you can still enjoy trash, knowing that it's trash, right?
Sure.
And I think that you're right. I feel like maybe the first time I watched this, I wasn't appreciating it on the level that I should have been. And I feel like you guys have tuned me into the right frequency. So if I went to watch Devil Doll from Hell, I might come into it with a better frame of mind.
Yeah, get your head on straight.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I really needed this intervention today. It's been a rough month.
Oh, well, I'm glad that I could be here to pick you up. That one set of footprints, that's me. So I'm going to give this a cool. It is a tepid cool, I'm not going to lie. But watching it the second time around, I warmed up to it. It was very endearing, and this is one that I would chalk up that pushes it over the line is the heart. This is like Rudy. Like, this guy's, and maybe I got, tainted by watching the documentary and hearing it out of the guy's mouth, but he loves this stuff, and he tries so hard, and it's hard not to, I mean, he doesn't care. He said people laugh at him, and he said, as long as you watch it, and enjoy it, I don't care how you do it. So, to me, it's just like, it's a ton of heart. The guy tried his best, and there's some stuff I genuinely liked in these. I like the special effects in the opening sequence. I love the soundtrack. The fact that the story gets bogged down in brothers, and the fact that there's a missing story, in my opinion, were the big negatives. But and the fact that nobody can act. But it's cool. I would recommend checking it out. I think that it's also a pretty big step just in the 80s, movement of DIY filmmaking, which became, once videotape came into the game, that kind of changed accessibility to filmmaking. So this is not top shelf stuff, but it's something we had to do to get to where we are now with drones and 4K, I guess. I don't know. I think it's cool, and I think it's worth checking out. The guy's got a big heart, and I respect that.
Definitely.
Better than any movie I ever made.
Yeah, that's for sure. Not for you, for me. That's for sure for me. I wasn't impugning any movies that you have made or may not have made. Are we doing an antidote?
Well, if you have trash, I don't have an antidote.
I was trying to come up with a thematic antidote of a woman mourning not being able to get over her dead children. But then I just went, what was the most fun horror movie that I've seen this year so far and that I'd never seen before and was shocked how much I liked it? Hellraiser.
Really?
Yeah. I had not seen Hellraiser until this year, and I was just like, but my girlfriend's roommate is this huge horror buff, and I was just like, let's watch a bunch of horror movies. And so we picked Hellraiser, and because he loves Hellraiser, and I was like, this is going to be terrible. And I was like, oh man, Garrick's in it, and this is really cool, and it's creepy and gory, and there's definitely my favorite part of the movie is the part where I burst out laughing because you can see the rig that the monster is on as it's coming down the hallway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was blown away by how much I legitimately enjoyed this fetish torture movie.
I'm glad you liked it. I saw it when it first came out. I saw it again in the late 90s, and I watched it a third time. I've tried like a mofo. I cannot like that movie. There's something about it that's just off-putting, and just it keeps me at arm's length from really embracing it. And I don't think that... Did Barker direct that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't like his direction at all. There's something that just didn't work for me. But almost everybody I know loves it, so I know that I'm the odd man out there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you having an antidote ready.
Oh, yeah. Had it in the back chamber.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I appreciate you sitting through this. I know I make you guys do a lot of bad stuff, and this is probably the worst. So thanks for 62 minutes of your lives for sitting through.
You owe us.
Yeah, I do. Thank you. Well, hey, I mean, I feel like the fact that we actually organized all of this and all got together, that's all the reward I need. That's all the...
Exactly.
Yeah,
that was
the cherry on top.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, do you guys have anything you can plug? Like, Andrew, you want to talk about...
I'd like to cede my plug time to a writer that I really enjoyed. I just read his comic Cul-de-sac the other day.
Oh, yeah.
It's this short. It's an anthology horror comic. So it kind of ties in really nicely with this. And it's set in Australia in the 50s. And his name is Andrew Shaw, the writer. It's excellent. It's really, really good.
Yeah, he's a bit of a hack.
Where would one find this?
I mean, I got it on Comixology.
Comixology?
Yes, the digital comics platform.
Oh, they're the best.
I mean, they're owned by Amazon, so they're not the best.
But they're easily used and found, and that's how you can get Cul-de-sac.
That's right. It's only $3.99.
That's right. And Will, am I pronouncing this correctly, Andrew? Will Pladen?
That's it.
His painted art is really great.
Oh, it is unbelievable. It took him 3 years to put the whole book together.
Yeah. Solid book.
Yes. No, thank you for the plug. I do appreciate that. We're currently working on the second volume.
Oh, nice.
It is going to be set in a drive-in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we thought we'd go a bit different this time.
Well, I will include a link to Cul-de-sac in the show notes so people can check that out, and you should do it. Andrew's a great writer.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, Indeed. Thank you. And thank you both for your time again. I really appreciate it. Next up, we're going to have, it's June. You know what June means. June is Wings Hauser month. So we've got 2 Wings Hauser movies coming up. I'm going to do one with Joe and Jacob, and then I'm doing another one. It's a crossover with Jack and I think somebody else from Rogue Riffers. So I'm excited to watch some Wings Hauser movies. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love Wings Hauser. You guys like Wings Hauser?
This is news to me. I'm shocked.
I've always liked him, but we watched that movie Get Even, and man, I've just been obsessed with him ever since then. It's just been a Hauserian year of my life. I wouldn't trade a moment of it. All right, you guys. Thanks again so much. I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Likewise.
All right. So for That's Cool, That's Trash, I'm Matt Howell, and you have been...
Devin R. Bruce.
Andrew Shaw.
All right, you folks out there, you stay trashy.
That's trash.
It's garbage, folks.
Stop playing if I shove this flashlight down your throat, you asshole.